Hello. Okay. Let me swap what I'm. Yeah, let me swap. I don't want to watch it there. Hello. Hi. Welcome to Monday Stream Day. I feel weird right now. I bought groceries, bought things I don't normally buy, and now my stomach feels weird. I made a burrito though, it was really good. Um, I bought some Texas Wagyu beef, which is not exactly the same, but it's pretty good. Um, the biggest thing is that I didn't realize how lean it was, but then while I'm cooking, like it's 75-25 lean. Like it's pretty lean meat. But when I was cooking it up, I was like, this is looking solidly like all the fat, all of it. And then it tasted like there was no more fat because it cooked off. It rendered out and got put down into a bowl and in the sink. So I don't know if the ground Wagyu beef is necessarily really good for tacos because it didn't carry much flavor after that, even after I put on the seasoning. So I don't know, but then ultimately it ended up having more flavor than it started with, at least on the test bite. Ugh. I think the bigger issue is that I had 2 sodas today. Oh, excuse me. That's going to be happening a lot, I think, which is unpleasant because I don't really burp. I just hiccup. No, no, no. I'm just going to close that right on up. Anyways, welcome. It is Monday. I'm excited to be here. As per usual, I truly look forward to streaming every Monday. Um, yeah, that's the statement there. um, I guess we should get on with this rat killing, as my dad would say, or as my dad says, he's still with us, very much so. Um, yeah. Okay. Loading. I truly wouldn't mind like a deck of cards or something like that in the style of this game because it's very pretty. Mm, okay, what puzzles do we have to solve at this point? We have this. That's all we get, which is ultimately quite strange. We have this, but that's to do with the castle and stuff. Like, we know what this is, we understand how this works. Um, and we're still trying to figure out, get the last. There we go. Last one of these. Like, we have from the diurnal, a stone of death. We don't have that, but we do have the first two. I don't think we have that, at least. Stone of death. You know what? We can also just check this too. A stone of death. So yeah, we don't have the blue green, the stone, the gemstone that grows on corpses. So we gotta wait till we get that, I guess. I do want to try and figure this one out because I don't really know. Like, I thought this was based on the streets, which might still be the case. Just gotta match it up, and I don't know if it needs to be rotated in some fashion. I wouldn't put it past them, but you can't really rotate this, so you're just sort of stuck. So we're looking for something that goes loop, loop, down. It comes out, but this goes out too far for that to be the area. And then it has a really long and pretty big angle here, which makes me think maybe here, but it comes from pretty far away where it starts off going straight and then it goes down, and then it gets here, it goes in. Down, goes in. That doesn't do that either. Like, to me, this just screams like it's going to be on this road somehow, but I don't know. It's a thing of yarn. What if it's the castle? But I don't see that, how that would be anything. What if catacombs? Does it follow the path of... Okay, I can still see it down there. So if it's going like this, goes down, comes in a little bit, goes around, it goes back here. But then there's nowhere to turn around at. I've never heard the singing in this song. Hello, welcome in, Picture of a Crook. It's so pretty. Never heard this. So maybe this. Okay, so this goes in, kind of goes boop. Does it go here and then here? Yes. Hey, 2 bits. I don't know what 2 bits are, but that's really cool. Inhaling deeply from the spirit vault to stave off the madness of the depths, I make my way carefully down crumbling passageways past decaying crypts. Placed carelessly on top of the tomb is a collection of clay pots. Some lie in pieces, but most are whole. At first, the collection seems unremarkable, but one in particular stands out, and I take it back up to the surface to take a closer look. Wow. Amazing. Let's take a closer look at this. It's clay. Something we already knew. Engraved detailing. Cold and smooth to the touch. Yep, as great as clay do be. Those are a cute little Corgo one. That's very funny. Corgis. That's cute. Nothing to remark about the smell or sound of it. And nothing about the perception. The energy is fine, is what I'm hearing. So we'll put that up there. What else do we need to figure out still? This one. We don't have it. All right, let's get our first customer, I guess. Marion Lancaster. Someone very dear to me has fallen ill. I would like a nephroquant. Do not be concerned, dear. I have used one before and know what I am doing. You act like I know what that is. Tight pants. Hello, welcome. Hi. Hi, hello. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Get down here, just open. Thank you. Goodness gracious. How's it going? It's going all right on my end. I made some poor decisions with grocery buying, and I feel like I'm paying the price, but otherwise I'm great. We're looking for a Nephroquant. Oh, excuse me. Okay, these were once worn by the necromancers of the Five Knolls who used them in their rituals of resurrection. Their power became bound to them such that if they were to remove them, even after death, the Nephroquant would crumble to dust. Today, their power is much diminished, but they can be used to draw out infections. However, this will cause Braxis if held against bare skin for too long. Okay, so it's something that you wear. Which means, I guess, it's got to be some sort of amulet. Oh, lovely. That's fantastic. Calligraphy. Your calligraphy is so good. So good. Okay. So this is to... Wait, we had something that did something with Braxis. Was it... Gives me goosebumps. Somewhat cool. 10. Let's look at the thing here, the curse about Braxis. Afflicted with no pain. The afflicted will feel no pain, but its scarring has no cure. Characterized by necrosis of the flesh. Okay. What is this? Can't quite put my finger on it. Can't tell if the low hum has come from the item or my own. That's terrifying. Not hot exactly, but energetic somehow. This feels too powerful for that. You know what? Let's look at symbols, because I feel like those can also be telling. Calligraphy for money! Awesome. Love that. I think that was the symbol for paralysis. So maybe not that thing. I guess we would like something along the lines of healing. None of that here. None of that. We don't do healing here. Okay. Well, that didn't help. But it's got to be something worn. So this is the mark of water. I don't know if that'll be useful, but I would like to look at these to see if there's any healing ones. Yeah, that's a stone of water. Piece of safety, body of mind. So maybe it needs to have, if it's gonna have a stone, it'll be the blue one. Yeah, I don't know. We might end up in the dice game sooner than later. Bronze, green gemstone. Raised detailing is smooth. Smooth. This is not it. That's weather stuff. This... We've had this one from almost the beginning, and we still don't know what this does. Sense of being watched? Absolutely not that. This is hot cold. That's something water-based. This is interesting. What did that say about... What stone is that? Black striated. A stone of the night and darkness. There are some who fear it and some who are seduced by it. Don't get seduced by a stone. That would be crazy talk. We only have so many options. We've actually identified so much stuff that we're actually running out of options, which is honestly impressive. And we're on legit the last 2 days. So that's even more impressive. Let's try this one. So that wasn't it. Nothing to remark about this. Leathery and bony, quite unpleasant to the touch. You know, let's try this. Maybe it doesn't have to be worn. Amazing. This item is... Here is the ring. Oh, the ring is what we were concerned about? The ring was what we're concerned about? Why is it on the creepy hand? I'm so upset about this because the hand has been here so long and it's flesh. It's obviously a real hand that's been decayed and stuff or whatnot. But why is the ring the thing that I didn't much care about the entire time? That's the thing? You know what? Whatever. Get out of here with that. Amazing. Okay, Dread Vivant. A Dread Vivant is the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. The power rising off a Dread Vivant is subtle but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death, of good and evil, and of hope and despair. I think we already have that, and I think it's maybe this one? I don't know, it's kind of an amazing name, so maybe it is that. Goosebumps. So maybe that one. That one looks crazy. All right, cool. We have identified that. Let's go ahead and put this right on over here. And let's proceed with the next person. And indeed, Franklin Underhill. Please do pay us a visit. Absolutely not. We have some items that we're confident will be of interest to you. I'm merely a substitute here. But apparently there is an interest here. The Twinings, artisan of wood, iron, and clay. 2 Market Avenue, Undermere. Okay, should we go to them? They're at 2 Market Undermere. I'm imagining that. Hey, don't do that. Yeah, that's us right there. No, that's the other one. The other place. Brain. Okay. So, Market Avenue. Okay, I have got to get this. There we go. All right, the man who dropped off his card introduces himself as the owner of the Twinings, an unusual sprawling series of grotto-like rooms filled with handcrafted carpentry, ironmongery, and pottery. He leads me past wooden chairs and strange iron contraptions to a room unlike the others. This one is filled with small trinkets, ornaments, and jars of various sizes, containing ominous-looking liquids and organic materials. I know it might not look like much, but there are some items of value among the junk here, says the man. Take your time and let me know if you find anything interesting. 2 hours later, I have indeed unearthed something very interesting that I'm keen to take back to the shop for further investigation. Okay, we finally got the item that has the death stone. This is fantastic. 2 hours later, I have indeed unearthed something. Oh, hold up. I am leaving the Twinings with my haul. Excuse me. When the man shouts at me from across the street. As I look round annoyed, I notice my horror that the man's eyes are as black as coal. He rushes towards me and I stumble backwards, fumbling with the strap of my satchel as I try to grab an item to stop him. Wixit cord. Wixit cord. Wixit. Okay, this will help because then we can figure out something. Okay, Wixit. Anything in here about a cord first? Because page 1 has Wixit stuff. Okay. I hate being accosted. This is why I leave the house. Okay. So we need this sort of symbol. We got tiny, small circle up top, bigger circle at the bottom, or at the midpoint. Okay. Let's move this out the way. Yes. Okay. So did we ever identify that item that I'm thinking of that I can't quite see? The answer is probably... Okay, so Wixit cord, this is you know, it might actually be this. Because that's the paralysis one, and you're trying to stop something. That's paralysis. Glad I didn't go further in the whole Wixit cord thing, because it was like it produces a Noctic field. Actually, no, that's Wixit too. Okay. From the diurnal branch. Maybe? I don't know. Now I have to go look. Anyways, to my relief, the man goes rigid almost immediately and topples forward onto the cobblestones. I turn and run, wanting to put as much distance as possible between myself and that creature. When I finally come to my senses, I realize I should alert Dr. Robertson, but by the time I return to the Twinings, the man is nowhere to be seen. Oof. Do not like that one bit. Okay, we have already done this one because we were ambitious like that. All right, we can close this right on up. You know, he may or may not come back, but next time we'll be ready. I don't know about that, but it feels like one of those things. Where's this item that I'm looking for? Oh, it's down here. This one is what I've been looking for. Okay, so the new item that we got, which is right here. First, let's do things to identify it. Then we're gonna go put it on the platform. All right, we have the color. Okay, wood painted to look like bone. It's not flesh. We love this. It's not bone. A dark blue-green gemstone. That's the one that grows on dead things. A dark gemstone with some red flecks in it. We know that one too. This is wood painted green. It's wood, except for the stones. And I guess the connectors here that are bronze. It's smooth. Intricate detailing. Polished. Love that. Smooth. The scent and sound. I hear chanting when I hold it to my ear. Delightful. It causes me to reflect on my own mortality. You know what? Valid. All right, come down here. Yes. I don't remember how we solved this last time. Okay. And we click this. Oh no. Okay, this is what has to... Okay. I don't remember how we solved this. Let's go ahead and put this up here. Let's open this. I wish I remembered how we solved the first one of these. I'm trying to recall. I'm looking at everything and I'm going, we had an item that showed us exactly what it needed to be, but I don't recall what it is anymore. Oh, I used this item. That's insane. Come on, sit down. There you go. Interesting. All right, let's see what this is about. Oh my goodness, Joshmi, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, there's always Oreos and milk in the break room. Naps are cool. It's a place to relax. Welcome in. Hi. We got dark green gemstones. And we got bronze. So much bronze. It vibrates with energy. Okay, it vibrates with energy. Cool. The stones, we have a lot of dark green stones right now. Ayo! Welcome in. How was stream? Stream is going all right here. We just solved some stuff. We're so close. This is malachite. Stone of sight. Okay. Hello, Runum, Hectosin. Hi, welcome in. So glad to have you here. We're playing Strange Antiquities, and this is the last 2 days we're having to play. The last 2 days of the game that we're playing. I'm glad stream was good. Welcome. This is a relatively, and by relatively I mean this is a very calm, quiet game. But after this, I'm going to get into a game that feels more chaotic, and I'm not good at it because I panic and my fingers don't know what to do. It's a game called Glyphica, and it's fun but also difficult. My accuracy in typing is getting better because of it, though. All right, now we're going to get a client. Yes, welcome. Yes. Brought in by Shmi's Raid indeed. Welcome. It's a chill place here. All right, let's get a client. Edmund Bishop. Something bad is about to happen. You don't say. The ravens know it. My grandfather once taught me how to use a Cassandra to see the paths ahead. But I saw what it did to him and vowed never to touch one again after he died. But the gnawing worry of what is coming has become too much for me. So you want a Cassandra? Do I have a Cassandra? I have a Vestiger. That's what I was thinking I had, but I guess we gotta figure out what item here is a Cassandra. All right, so let's find out. Okay, Cassandra. Look, we solved the flesh hand. The item was not the actual hand; it was the ring on the hand. It kind of made me angry because I've been looking at this thing as if the whole hand was going to be a thing, but no, it was the ring. And I guess they had no other way to show that it's a ring that needs to be worn versus an amulet on a chain or something like that. So I'm mad about it. I'm over it though, because we solved it. The eyes of a Cassandra focus the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path or paths ahead. These items do not produce a mentic field as one might expect, but rather the more mysterious selenic. Care should always be taken with any object of prophecy, and these are no different. Many have been seduced or driven mad by the path shown to them and have been led to ruin. Okay, so that means this new thing, this one could be the item, because as we've already seen, there's like, hang on. Well, maybe it's not this. It vibrates with energy, but this is the Stone of Sight. Do I have anything else that could potentially be that? This is the stone of darkness. I'm gonna go with this. Nailed it. I would have been upset if it was the finger. At least it would have made sense that there was a whole hand to go along with it. But no, it was just the ring. Stones of sight or eyes, it produces a selenic field. I didn't care about the field thing, but I knew it had to be this. Woo. I had no other options. Weaving edge. A weaving edge is used to enter the red night, a bloodthirsty state of mind. Ooh, maybe don't do that. Tradition dictates that the handle should be made from the wood of a great oak. Okay, we do have a couple of great oak things. It's not this. For this is bronze. It's definitely going to be on this side. You know, I don't know what we have anymore. This is wood. Okay. I'm curious about this hand. We solved a lot of the hand ones. I'm very happy about that. We only have two hands left. So this is great. All right. Gilbert Ames. There always seems to be something going on in Undermere. The sooner I can get to this sorted and be on my way, the better. My uncle gave me a ring, and I have nothing but bad fortune ever since. You think I want that? I'm starting to think it might be cursed. Probably. Is there any way to uncurse it? Maybe. That's all I got. Maybe. How do we uncurse it? Depends on the curse, I assume. I need my neighbors to calm down with whatever they're doing up there. Act like it's not fully just thin floor, thin wall. Actually, it's not that thin, but they're loud enough that it comes through like someone's rolling a marble on the ceiling. A large marble. Okay, let's go to the index, and we're going to figure out this curse business. Tormund's Bane, Lamb Siphon, and Cussack Purifier. A small topaz gemstone known as the Eye is placed in an equally and a strong smelling liquid, usually with some potent barley, spirit, or vinegar. Small tokens such as rings or amulets. This is what we're looking for. Okay. So we need the Cussack Purifier, which is... could be on this side. It's... you think it's that, but it's not. Oh, I think it's one of these container things that I have. This one? No. Okay, let's just look through them all. Restful Neither. There we go. Nailed it. I'm winning today. The label bears a symbol for vinegar. Closer inspection reveals there is a small object rattling inside. Okay. Be gone with your cursed ring. Alright, next. Lavinia Hawthorne. I have been researching ancient customs, particularly those related to thaumaturgy, and I am fascinated by the use of objects in ritual ceremonies. If you're able to get your hands on a gris, I would be very interested in studying it further. Okay. I said greed because in voodoo there's gree bags, but that's not the same spelling. So what is a gris? For the ritual of the broken path, the gris is heated slowly over flame. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand under the ritual until the ritual is complete, no matter how hot it gets. The ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied the Wixic art. It is common to suffer burns, but when done correctly, it should not be painful. The gris is slowly heated over flame. So if I hold this, one of these is going to work. Candles. No. It's something that heats up. It's not that. This really doesn't tell me that much. So maybe it's something that gives off a Wixic. There we go. One of these. This of the body. So if it's of the body. If it's of the body. Okay, let's go look at the gemstones because there's one stone. Okay. Okay, so it could be this one, but this is a mintic item. This is Wixic, though. Sup, Ramona? Hello, welcome. Alright, so let's just drag a couple things down. So just as a reminder, we want this. We have small at the top, big at the bottom, or on the line. Okay, let's get that. We want this one. Wait, is that what we have? Yes, it is. Okay, so we want this wavy sign. So we can now come over here. And if any of these give us wavy, this gives us nothing. That's fascinating. Okay, so then you give wavy lines. You give wavy lines. Okay, so this thing has a lot of symbols on it. I guess you can't... It does also look burned. I think this is it. Ooh. The item has soot over on its lower half, which suggests it's been held over a flame. It produces a Wixic field. Nailed it. And I got both of those points. Alright, Lunima. A Lunima, also called a moon pool or heart of tranquility, harnesses the power of the elements to create an aura of unease. They can be used to keep people away from places they are not welcome. There's a superstition among thaumaturgists that says that a lunima should not be used when the moon is full. It's not known where this idea came from. Cool. Love that. People out here doing the most. Leopold Morris. Has been a basilisk sighting in the hills across the river from Backbarrow. I wouldn't say I'm a brave man, but I have a duty to protect my livestock in my village. I mean, do you think you can take on a basilisk? Better me than a younger man with his life ahead of him. I have come to prepare my sword. Okay. What? This dude is gonna go take on... Okay. Nope. Don't do that. I guess we're going to sword. That's my only guess on this one. Sword? No. Okay. Maybe strength fortunate. Is that what we're looking for? Okay, a fortunate, which I don't think we've actually... You know what? I could easily find out if we identified it. Yeah, there's no check mark. Okay, is stone or iron in the form of a totem? Let's move this one over here. Okay, so totems being stuff here. This is stone. That's gold. These... No. But I think this is the symbol for strength. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's a symbol for strength. It's gotta be this. Oh. Okay. I didn't like that. Maybe it's the gold that counters that. Nothing to remark. There's no smell or sound to it. A totem. This is... Chills my blood to hold it. That doesn't sound right. A feeling of disquiet lances through my body. So maybe there's something with... What is this? This is gold. Iron and gold. But one of these is the stone for... Nope, open back up. Strength. Pale yellow stone. Are we looking at this one? No. Oh, we're gonna have to play the dice game. We have all of these identified. I'm terrified. Is it something that I already own? Prepare his sword. Okay, let's go back. Prepare the sword. Do we want something like basilisk? A blade is drawn across the face of a folium 6 times during the ritual of the hand prior. Dreher huntsmen and those wanting to prove themselves before the ritual seek out the basilisk as a folium blade is the only known way to pierce its thick armor. Okay. It's drawn across the face of a folium. So hear me out. This has some scrapes on it. I don't know what... I'm assuming this is the folium. So this... Because it has been, sliced up numerous times. So maybe this is that. It is. Alright, folium. The grooves of the item suggest that a blade has been drawn across it. Indeed. Off to your battle. Please don't die. I'm sure you will, though. Hello, Francesca Robertson. They've escaped. At first, my patience grew agitated when I used the Gaudian siren, but then I had a breakthrough. Vivian Cartwright woke up. She seemed lucid, calm even. I made a stupid mistake and loosened her restraints. I didn't know what happened, whether the siren stopped working or if perhaps it had never worked and she tricked me. Oh, no. But almost immediately she changed back and turned violent. Before I knew it, she had managed to free the others. And that's who I was attacked by in the street. We tried to stop them, but they fought their way out of the hospital. I have no idea where they've gone. Well, guess who's locking the door and not letting anyone in? Okay. End the day. End of day 16. Almost imperceptibly, the casket began to absorb the crepuscular power that had leached into the tomb and the earth of its lightless tomb. Ugh. I truly have to draw that on a level. Okay, so this looks like the clock. The clock. Oh, this scares me. Okay, we gonna get this. So the clock needs to match that, is what I'm guessing. Can I do this? We're getting there. Well, you know, we're here with this. I don't know what it means. Hello, Kitty. Hello, Jupiter. Hello, Jupiter. I'm glad you could join me again today. I feel like I've ignored you for the past day. Okay. I don't know what to do with this now. Not really sure what to do. Okay. Either way, let's call in our first. I mean, we have this, so let's call in our first customer. Maybe it has something to do with when they show up. Thaddeus White. The witherance was a terrible idea. You don't say. I've done gone make things worse. I wish Eli was back. He'd know what to do. Some years ago, a friend brought me an item, a black casket, and I learned that it was a dark article. Why are you playing with this and you don't know enough? I should have brought it to Eli right then and there, and I knew he would want to destroy it. You don't say. Once again, I'm a collector of things. Don't collect the bad things. It seemed too important to allow it to be destroyed, but now I see how naive that was now. This casket is far more dangerous than anything I have come across before. And now I hear they are looking for it with their black eyes. Either I need to keep them out of the museum or bring the casket here to Strange Antiquities and hide it in one of its secret places. That means the black-eyed people are gonna come here. Okay. So the Dread Vivant. Only way to handle some of the dangerous artifacts, it can siphon away power from oneself for a time. The power rising up off the Dread Vivant is subtle but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death, good and evil, and of hope and despair. Okay, I feel like this is that. Okay. There's that option. But then we also have the Lunima option. Lunima being not that. Lunima being the moon pool, the heart of tranquility, harness the power of the elements to create an aura of unease. The question is, if I do that, it's not a full moon, so that's okay. What item gave us that? I'm not sure about that feeling. No, that's the one that caused them to reflect on their mortality. Nothing to remark. This one, disquiet lances through my body. Okay, maybe it's this that. Lunama. Amazing. Light of Corkin. Despite appearances, these Noctic items have no connection to the League of the Amphesian Heart. Thank you. They are objects of considerable power that can turn darkness to light, fear to joy. Okay. This is... gives me goosebumps. Okay. David Schaefer. There's an uneasy quiet in town today. There aren't many people out and about. I'm headed straight home as soon as I'm done with my deliveries. Okay. I have recently come into possession of a number of texts on the subject of arcane artifacts. You're welcome to them if they are of any use to you. If I don't hear from you, then I will donate them to the library across the street. Okay, so sometimes I'm like, this letter doesn't tell me anything. And then I'm like, that is the puzzle, isn't it? So we need to go to the Undermere map. And we need to find out where the library is. The library. Okay, 26. Library's right here. So either... here? Several of the scrolls look promising, but they're written in the Daedric script, and my understanding is too rudimentary to make use of them. If Verona was around, I'm sure she could translate them, but she isn't, and I can't. We need something that allows for translation. I don't think I have anything. Let's see. I don't think I've looked up translating anything at all. This isn't what we needed, though. Babelia. We do have one of those. Let's find the Babelia. That's somewhere in here. That's Bone Scarred. Babelia. The effect of the Babelia makes my head spin and close my eyes for a moment as my mind catches up. The page swirl and the blur in front of me, letters and words floating in front of it. I don't know if I've read an actual sentence yet. After a time, I find that I can read them, though it takes some effort and I feel drained as I reach the end. Okay, Water Shadow. Be used to pass through solid matter, but the art has long faded from memory. The items themselves are often uninteresting, producing only a faint thaumic field, perhaps as a result of many going unused for so many years. And we have something else we haven't done. We're still looking for... Oh, we need to go back down because we didn't... That's not the right answer. Okay, that's not it either. Oh, good, it reset because we finished the day. Oh, okay. The library across the street. This guy could tell me where his stupid house is all I'm saying. That is the goal. Is this considered across the street to the library? What is considered across the street to the library? Okay. Library across the street. Oh, we did find it. Delightful. I didn't even realize. Amazing. Get in here. Get away from me. All right. Be gone. We shall now leave this and go back up. We still don't have this, But also, what if this is actually in the catacombs? I don't know why I didn't think about this. This makes sense. Okay, so this one would look like this. It's not these on the side here. Those were for a different one. Do we have one with a clock? I should not have come here. You know what? Valid. Get back in there. No. Go here. All right, get back in there. We do have a moon on that one. But it doesn't feel like the right shape. This one felt like the right shape. If we were looking at the time of that would be like 9:15 or maybe 9:30. More like 9:15. 9:15. Do we have any clue to that? Maybe there'd be numbers. Cool. All right, let's not get into any more trouble with that. Okay, we'll revisit this later. I just don't know on this one. All right, let us continue. I would like to finish that. I would like to find that out before the end of the day. With all that's been happening in Undermere, I picked the worst week possibly to lose my Bridget charm. I hope you have one that I can replace it with. Sure, I don't do. Pocopia? What is Pocopia? Bridget Charm. Bridget Charm. Bridget. Yep, the charm. Oh, cool. That's honestly not. I don't know anything about Dragon Quest, but everything else I knew about. A powerful item that offers hope in times of worry, protection in times of darkness, and wisdom in times of uncertainty. So there's got to be 3 stones, one that's protection, darkness, and wisdom. It wields the power of the maiden, the mother, and the crone, the Wiccan triple goddess. Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. We're going to start with the stones. We have the... Okay, so there's going to be onyx in there. Something else. Okay. I don't think that's going to be it. This doesn't have stones there. Okay. We're running out of space. Oh, no, we're not. We got so much over here. Let's also put this over here. What are these? Is this wood? What is this, bronze here? Okay. You know what? I knew that wasn't going to be it. Okay, it has 3 things that it's doing. Protection in times of darkness, wisdom. So we need symbols. We're looking for something that has symbols on it. This is strength. This is not that. I guess since we brought all that stuff over, we can bring this on over. Become one with me. Or with this side of the cabinet at the very least. Okay. We have symbols on this. That's water. earth. Okay. Okay. It's supposed to be a charm, but I guess charms don't have to be amulets. You know what? No, this is hot cold, I think. But this one is in the shape of the the triple goddess. That is specifically the triple goddess look. Okay. It just fully resembles the triple goddess. I was overthinking it. Here we go. Argyle, a vessel of the earth, used in various Daedric rituals. You know what this is? That's the clay pot right there. That's Argyle. We know that guy. Okay, so can we figure this out? I don't think it's the castle. I don't know how it would be Undermere, the city. That doesn't honestly make any sense. I'm back here, but I don't know. I don't think this is it. I just worry about having solved it, all the things I wanted to, because I know we're getting close to the end. Okay, fine. Jeez. Ah! Okay. Next. Eli White. I'm sorry, I did not intend to be away for so long. This is the guy that owns this shop. I'm just a substitute or assistant. I trust the shop has not been too much trouble to look after in my absence. Bro, you don't even know. I've learned a lot from my time in Oxford. There is a powerful dark article here in Undermere called the Nalian Casket. And now you're telling me that my foolish half-wit of a brother has had it in his museum this whole time? I know how to destroy it, but it's not going to be easy. Whatever happens, it must not be opened. We will need to create a pillar of Calaris. From what I gather, such a feat has not been attempted in over 500 years. Well, good time to start now. I just hope there's enough time to prepare. I'm afraid I can't stay, but I'll be back as soon as I can. And why do I have to prepare it? Bro, you know what? I feel like he's getting ready to just leave me his shop so I can take over, and that this has just been him training me. Okay. The Pillar of Calaris is a powerful blast of energy that can consume the darkness. In my opinion, it's the safest way to destroy powerful dark articles. It can only be produced at the place of significant thaumic convergence. Strength, weakness, dark, light align the opposing powers at opposite compass points. With Korkin's light, the strong will be made weak and the dark will be made light. They just be saying stuff in here and I'm supposed to just know? Bruh. Okay. Significant thaumic convergence. Okay. I don't know what to do with this yet, so we'll see how this goes. Okay. Okay, so we do know that we have this. So, like, resonance does matter. And the most resonant items that we have right now are on this bottom row. But if I come over here... This has really incredible resonance. It gives off a scent of that of a brewing storm, but I don't feel like that's probably not it. Now, things we have now. No, these are still more resonantly strong. It's still pointing over there. Okay, so maybe that's not the answer. Okay. Okay. Strength and weakness. Okay, so what we need to look up are the symbols for strength and weakness and dark and light, which I know they're in here. Heat and ice. What we do have, well, this is light and this is dark, so keep that in mind. We got circle, triangle, upright, and then we have inverted, double triangle, dark. Okay, and then we have strength and weakness. We got Sat Boy here, and we got Jumping Jacks Man here. That's what we're starting to look for on our stuff here. Like, this is a strength thing. I guess the real question is, where do we need to put this? Because do these need to be up here? Align the opposing powers at opposite compass points. Is this considered a compass, or do we need to... I don't know. I don't know about this. Do we need to do this before the day ends? I just don't know what happens after that. And will we be penalized for not doing the thing? Okay, let's... Oof, I'm stressed. Okay. Let's go with dark. We got Shadow Hold and Sun Bond. I guess we want something that's dark so it turns into light. So then maybe we go with the shadow. I do forget this is in alphabetical order, but there's also a lot of things. How do we end up here? Darkness or just dark? Dark article, truth conduit. Okay, so shadow hold. It can be used to contain an oceanic spirit. Pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. Shadow catcher. Okay. We want something that's strong to be weak, so maybe we look up strength. Fortunates. Okay. Once again, I think I've already found that, but that's not the item that was needed. Okay, so... But I also think that we need something that's light. So we have to have both sets. Light, dark, weak, strength. Okay, so we have the strength. I just don't know... Let's bring this down. Let's go with Undermere for this. I really wish it wouldn't do that. That'd be delightful if it didn't do that. Okay. So if this is strength, we need weakness, which is tired sat boy. Do we have something that's obviously weakness, or do I need to look further? Because sometimes it's real obvious. This is it. Okay, a witherance. This is a fortinance. This is a witherance. And then... Okay. Also, we don't have a Corkin's light yet. And then we need light and dark. So here's what I want to do. I want to put these here. I don't understand why they bunch up like this. All the things for this I want here. Okay. And then we need light. Light and dark. Light and darkness. The question of whether it's light or darkness. Hand. Obviously, Shmi. I will fight you, though. Sunbond. Okay, we want a sunbond, which we already have. That is definitely something we already have somewhere. I didn't put these in alphabetical order. Why would I? That would make sense. To the other side. Let's also move you up here. You're kind of large. Okay, on this side, a sun bond right here. Okay, so I want to bring this. Where am I storing these? Sun bond. And then we need something that is darkness. Darkness, everybody. Which would be... See, it's either turns the light into dark. So maybe we stick with the whole idea of dark. Shadow hold, which is... Not this. It looks the same. It's not that. That was the mistake. That was the thing. This is a shadow hold. Similar, but not quite. So we have dark, light, weak, strong. And then the question is there a place of significant strength on the map that we need to be worried about? Is that something that can be figured out with this? Like, nothing. It's not giving me anything. Cool. I do think I have an answer for this hand of aquaness. And we did solve the other hand, so that's honestly amazing. I guess we continue on. Isabella Stowe. I have had my energy drained by some disturbing evil power. For days now I have felt tired and frail, and then today I found something that horrified me. Clutches her pearls. Beneath my bed I discovered a carved wooden effigy with a strange symbol painted upon it. I'm so scared. I don't know who has done this to me, but all I want for now is to lift this feeling of weakness. Hey, that might be even better. Do we want to use this? Yes, we do. That is a fortunate. We have identified the thing that I knew it was. Great. Truly, clutches her pearls. Oh my goodness. I could never. Next, Susan Hill. I would like a Bloodbeck. The nameless ones are restless, ready to hear their voices. Ma'am, I can't help you with whatever you're working on. It sounds like you're doing something. Okay, if it's something about voices, there we had something here that had a voice, didn't we? A low hum. I didn't like that sound effect that came from there. I'm fascinated to know what this is. It looks like a dead vulture that's been swaddled. It's not that. It's definitely not that. I wouldn't allow it to be that. Do I want to give her this? I feel like I don't have an option. The design of the item is the Vivian Knight gemstone, suggests a connection to death. Closer inspection reveals the whispers within. No, they were fully in my head. I didn't like it. Korkina. These are used to call in the guile and the wisdom of the goddess Korkin. She is a goddess of the earth, creation, and rebirth. It is maintained by some that these are not objects of power, but they exude an imposing aura that is hard to explain. Well, got a few of those. Goodbye, creepy lady. Thaddeus runs along the dark corridor, his eyes wide with terror. He clutches the largest remaining shard of the shattered lunama in his hand. He only has one thought in his head. He must not allow his pursuers to reach the casket. He will draw them to the armory. It's his only hope. His heart sinks as he rounds the corner. No! 3 more black-eyed assailants are coming from the other direction. He is trapped. Final thoughts are consumed by fear. There is nothing stopping them now. The casket will be opened. It's all his fault. It festered, pulsated until it could no longer be contained. Some part of it reached out from the darkness, creating eyes so that it might find itself and hands so that it might open itself. The casket wanted to be opened. Absolutely not. Okay. I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. You just said something crazy to me right now. What? I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. Okay, so maybe we need to go to the catacombs. Are there books in here? It doesn't seem to be books. I mean, there's a book, but it's not the books. Multiple books. Maybe it's in the library? The Wordsworth Library is a quiet haven of books and knowledge. Its shelves well stocked and well kept, its shelves well stocked and well kept. A place where time slows with every turn of a page. The librarian Simone, sits at the desk, her focus fixed on her work as always. I found some old books that dig into the history of strange antiquities, she says without looking up. It's very old, you know. I'll be sure to visit if I uncover anything useful. Okay. So then... Okay, I'm going to bring these down because I'm curious about this. We have opposite. I don't think it'll do anything. Yeah, this is not the place for that. Dark. Light. Weak. Strong. I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. And then we have this thing with the whole time situation. At opposing compass points. And then we need Corkin's light, which it does. It does. Let's see about that. Whereas north is pointed south, west. Okay, let's look at some of these symbols. Do we have anything that could be Corkin's light, though? Is the right side up triangle, correct side up triangle? I guess correct is not really the right word. It's a triangle with a hole in it. But I don't have anything like that yet. This is the Lunima that he had. I don't have any of those, which means that we have minimally 2 more clues about this. This means blessing. I don't think we have anything else here yet. Oh, I already found what's in there. Okay. At least I didn't get in trouble for that. I hate when I get in trouble. Maybe it's in the library? Entering the library, I'm drawn to a dark alcove round to the right bearing the title Esoterica and Arcana. I'm sure there is much to learn here, but sadly a cursory glance is all I have time for today. Piled up on a reading desk, I find books on ornithology alongside bestiaries of the old world. You can learn a lot about a person by the books they read. Did it not just... Oh, open it. How is this not the answer? Okay. Hold on. I have an idea. Let's go back to the map, because if we went to the library... I really wish you stopped this with the zoom in. Okay. Oh no, I got in trouble. So there's... We clicked on that. So it's got to be... below. So it's got to be maybe one of these 2 rooms. Shut your mouth. this is the first floor, so this is the ground floor. Okay. So this is below then. At least these aren't bad infractions. Okay, so then maybe... You think like this? That makes sense. Maybe this one? I mean, there's... The library is kind of large, so it kind of takes up these three spaces. Okay. Open up. No. Maybe it's this one or this one. We're quickly working our way towards the dice. I won't say quickly. We're definitely working our way towards the dice. Oh, okay. This is not... Okay, this is library territory. Not all of that. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. So, looking at the library, there's this room. There's some stairs that go down that come out here, which means... Or there's stairs that go up and down here. This is below. This is second floor. This is first floor. That means ground floor is where we need to be looking, if that's the case. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I need to try that one, I think. There it is. Of course, the last one I clicked. As I open the door, I am hit by the musty smell of damp. This room hasn't been entered for some time. The corner of the room is piled high with scrolls and parchments and old books. But underneath the debris, I find something of interest. Okay. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Turquoise stone, piece of driftwood. It's very water-based. Painted markings. Iron. I assume this can spin freely or maybe like some sort of wheel. It's weathered, it's polished, it's splinters for days. I have nothing to remark, and I have nothing to remark. Cool, I love when they have nothing to remark. Okay. Let me do some organization real quick. These big ones really are just kind of doing too much. Okay. We don't have that many more things to identify. I think they're letting us play day 18 over and over again until we figure everything out. Okay. Now, what about this one? Can we solve this one? Because this one still is just giving me the catacombs. But I don't know what here... Like this is... Where is it? Not that one. This is the one closest to what I could think of, but that's not it. So maybe it's not the catacombs and I need to quit clicking things incorrectly. Because also, it has something to do with this time. don't know what this means, and it's very concerning. Hold up. Hold up. We've gotten a lot of information recently. We read something about a full moon. Okay, let's try that. Let's see if we can make it that time. Time chilled out. Okay, flip this over. Make it a full moon. That's a new moon. I just heard the clock move. Hello, cat. That puts us, it moved on its own, so I don't think we can do those independently. The clock tombstone. Is there a clock on here? I haven't seen a clock on here. Unless we're talking about this. Holy cow, what? The air is stifling, and the darkness and the claustrophobia of the tunnels almost overwhelms me, but I press on. I remind myself that there are a few who ventured down here, which means the chances of an interesting find are higher. It doesn't take long for my search to bear fruit. Cool. Okay. Alright, this is wood, oak if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we have seen this. This is gold. Carved detailing. Sharper than it looks. I have nothing to remark. We have heard about something with an oak handle. Now, what was that? I don't know, but we're going to find out real quick. Okay, we're not. That'll come up again. No, you need to be there. You're there for a reason, y'all. Okay, let's also move some of this stuff back to where it belongs. This can stay down there. I feel like it smells weird. Okay, anything else we need to solve outside of this? Corkin's light. Let's take a customer. Eli White, he's back. The museum was ransacked last night. I went looking for my brother, but he's nowhere to be found. He's no longer with us, just to let you know. The good news is they didn't find what they were looking for. I moved the casket myself and hid it here in one of those strange Antiquities vaults. Thanks. It's safe for now, but we can't leave it here for long. I have more to prepare, but I've left instructions on how to access the vault in the desk drawer. Okay. This drawer? A candle that gives off no light, an anchor that has never touched the ocean, a finger but not flesh. Where's the fingers? This is... Are they real severed fingers? Surely not. You know what? I don't know if I can trust that then. An anchor that has never touched the ocean. Well, I guess that's the next three in here. Okay, so... Something here looks like an anchor. Probably. This looks like an anchor. I don't know if that's right. Um, these fingers. Candle that gives off no light. An anchor that's never touched the ocean. This is a candle that gives off no light. We're not correct on something. Okay. What else looks like an anchor? A finger but not flesh. We'll come back to that. What did they say about this? Withered flesh? No, that's actually flesh. That's the issue. So then it's got to be something with this. The sun bond. And now I'm questioning if I know what an anchor looks like, and I don't like this uncomfortable feeling that I have now. I don't know why I want to go look at this casket. I would rather it not even be anywhere near me, but here I am trying to find a way to get to it. That's a little bit upsetting. Right? And that was not correct. We already know that. There's a candle lit with no light. It just says wax and then this is light. But this is made out of sandstone, so that's definitely not a candle. So that's a candle with no wax. This is... There seem to be unsure if this is an actual finger. So maybe it's not an actual severed finger. A finger but not of flesh. Is there another witch's fingers? That was indeed not correct, but it was a good try in my opinion. You know what? That's a great question. Let's put this back. This is probably not it. Okay, so do we have anything by the name of anchor involved? Let's see. Right. And so maybe the anchor's the real shadow anchor. A shadow anchor. Shadow anchor. And then maybe we go with the witch's fingers again. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Maybe... Well, we already figured out the other thing, and so I need to not think about that anymore. Okay, so this is... Okay. This is directly opposite of this. So then... I really forgot how I solved this last time. Okay, I thought maybe I could use the same thing that I used last time, which may have just been an amazing guess even. I just fully forgot how this worked. this. Okay, this is moved and I don't like that. I'll put the meters together. In fact, I want to put the... Oh, no, it's doing that thing again. That's fine. You can actually go up here. There might be a little bit more space. We do have a truth conduit. Doesn't really matter. It's just something I was thinking about. I was like, do we have that? And the answer is yes, we do. Which is fantastic. It's the annoying noisemaker one, though. I just don't know. I'm truly at a loss of what this is. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Hang on. I did all that just to finally remember it and not have to go all the way back through. Okay. Is that correct? No, it's that one for sure. That's... Oh, I didn't realize I had this one still done. Any other ones? What is... That looks correct. Maybe that's not correct. Maybe it does need to be on the... I see what I've been doing. Okay, let's try this. Let's go back again. Let's actually make a batch. Okay. Hopefully this works. It's the clock that tells us. Okay. Oh, we got another box. Thanks, old magical area. This is the coffin, blackened wood. Okay. Got it. That's gold. It's smooth. It's rough. It's that. I have nothing to remark to the smell. A complex feeling comes over me with both horrifying and yet compelling. It is both horrifying and yet compelling. Cool. Love that for us. Okay, let's move you over here. Okay. There we go. Feels weird to have taken it out, but okay. They are quite full. And there's still stuff that could go up here, but I just don't put it up because then it becomes overwhelmingly full. So we finally solved this one. I say finally like it took us so long. Get out of here. Okay. I guess we take our next customer. David Schaefer. How you doing? The lake has turned black. As omens go, I'd say that's probably quite a bad one. But the mail won't deliver itself. This is protection. Okay, let's read it. I found this note in an old writing desk up at Gleaston Castle. I expect it will mean more to you. Fear in autumn rising in winter. It feels all too prescient. as we hurtle towards winter and a terrible unknown fate. This is easy. We got this one. This is my specialty here. All right, get over here, castle. Get over here, you, and get over here, you. Fear and autumn. Fear and autumn, rising in winter. So what we need to know is what are the symbols for fear. Yeah. Fear is this upside down, poorly written triangle. This one. Fear in autumn, which is the rice bowl, like a rice harvest. Rising in winter. There we go. I searched the room at the foot of the western tower quite thoroughly before finding a stash of papers. To my dismay, they are largely the scrawlings of a madman, but amongst the nonsense, there is some valuable information. Oh, Storm Ward. These simple items supposedly grant a low level of protection against the elements. I know that one already. I've already identified it, I just didn't know its name. Alright, next. So I decided to just ignore them real quick because I want to put this away. No, keep on talking, I hear you. I've discovered the missing piece of the puzzle. There's an ancient shrine of the nameless gods of the skull of Blencathra. It seems humanity tried worshipping them once, long ago, before we learned how little they care for us. We must take the casket there. Whatever happens, we must not allow it to be opened. Okay. Where did he say it was? Something about Blinn. Okay, let's look at this real quick. Okay. That ain't it. He said it was somewhere indeed. Where? Great question. No one knows. He knows, but then he was like, I gotta go. He's like the guy in every movie that's like, I don't have time, I gotta go. And gives you some mystery like cryptic saying, and then you have to figure it out from what that little amount he said. Okay. It's time to end this. Now. Bring the casket to the pit. The sun is low in the sky as we arrive at the pit, casting a warm light across the treetops and the open fields. A solitary raven cries out from the tree line, and I look to the skies, but they are empty. The pit itself is an ominous sight that is otherwise serene, that the otherwise serene atmosphere can do nothing to diminish. It is a scorched black hole, perhaps 5 meters in diameter, that has an unnatural look to it. This is a site of thaumic convergence. It's no simple thing to destroy an object of this kind. We need to set up opposing powers and opposing compass points, strength and weakness, light and darkness. And finally, we need the light of Korkin to bind them. Okay, I have been preparing for this. We have light, dark. We have this, and then we need that last item. I don't know what it is. Light of Korkin? Do I have it? Despite appearances, these Noctic items have no connection to the League of Infusion Heart. They are considerable that can turn darkness to light and fear into joy. Infusion League, I don't know. They said something early about it. I don't know. Painted black, but it's gold. Energetic somehow. I think 2 of these items might be wrong. 2 of them? Okay. Shadowhold Sunbond. Even though names are at least this is Witherance and Fortunates, but these 2, Sunbond and Shadowhold, maybe they aren't correct. Or this isn't correct. But I imagine this is because this is kind of like the logo. Shadowhold, you think that's wrong? Okay. Let's take a look. Shadow. So darkness, but darkness has so many options. If it's Sunbond, then maybe we need something that is... Hey, Suction Fishy, welcome in. Hi, glad you could join us. We are at the climax of this game. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. The Light of Corkin. I think we have that. Is this... No. Darkness? It's not that. We already have that. What is Pit? This is to... Okay. Does Pit need to be the thing? Earth, sun, and death, or darkness. These energies balance in such a way that the objects do not produce a recognizable thaumic field. They can be direct to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. But we don't want to necessarily break the casket because we know what's going to happen then. We're looking for something about dark. Dark article is a thing, but truth conduit, I don't think that's going to be it. I think that's... Let's go back to darkness. I think the answer's going to be in there. Veiled fin, what's this? I don't think that's it either. What's the opposite of a sunhold? We haven't identified most of this stuff, well, the ones that we need for this, we don't have. Water shadow, I don't know what that is. Water shadow. Right? Man in square pants. Or square pantses. Tenebrae cloak can create a sphere of enshrouding darkness that will cloak all within reach. Tenebrae cloak? Let's try that. I've already identified that, so it's just a matter of finding it on these unorganized shells. This. Just one of these I'm not sure about. These are correct. This is correct. This is correct. Or is it this one that's not correct? Okay. So it's the same item. Or maybe... Wait, what? It's Monday still for us. I don't know where you are, Suction Fishy. Blood Moon Lunar Eclipse. When is that? Is that tonight? I'm not excited about daylight savings time. Hate it. Nothing to remark. That's not what I want. I want this. What does that particular stone mean? Of night and darkness. This is light. We need darkness. Darkness, everybody. Darkness. Okay. Well, it's been a whole game of playing. That's not great. Been a whole day of playing this. Even 2 of them. And okay, we got rid of that. That's what my goal was. Okay. Thank you, cat. It almost didn't matter. I want to save this because I want another moon. Give me a moon. This one's going to be the most difficult one. Moon. Moon. We also we know we had darkness right because we started with 2 and then got 1, but the fact you changed darkness and it still means 1, yeah. You're looking forward to the sun still being up when you leave work? But the sleep adjustment, oh yeah, for sure. We need to just choose one or the other and stick with it. That's for sure. That is for sure. Okay, so we have sun. Okay, we can take care of this one. I don't want to spend any more time than I need to on these. It's a terrifying place. We got the first of 3 suns. Got it. Now we just need 2 moons. Come on, moon. Oops, I should have saved that one. I was too late at looking. We got it now. Because there's a guy who keeps peeing at your back door of your office and you don't want to deal with him at night or ever, really. For sure. Yeah. That sounds unpleasant. Okay, we made it through. We made it. We did it, fam. We did it. That's just the dice game. This isn't even the game. But honestly, that's intense. Okay, now we get to... Okay. So we think it's still this one, and that this is not correct. So then what is the light of Corkin? That is the issue at hand. It doesn't tell us what it is. They are objects of considerable power that can... I don't know what infusion heart is. Let's go look at that. Well, we know what the talent is. Okay. Okay, so, okay, I want to, so this is the cloak. It's still set 1 when this was in there. So that means either this is wrong, and that, honestly, that's the only thing I can think of that's actually wrong. Let's see. There's just one of these items you're not sure about. And if I swap this out, there it is. 2 of these items are wrong. Okay, so this was correct when I changed it to the cloak. This is incorrect. Unless this is incorrect. But this is the only other thing that really is giving light. But you know what? Let's go look at the book and see if light is an option. A different thing for light. Okay, we have Ares Remnant, we have Ethereal Key, we have Sunbond, we have Veiled Fin. Well, that's the thing in the middle, is the light of Corkin brings it all together. Let's swap this one out, this one light here, for something else that does light too. Okay, so this was correct, which means this is the incorrect thing. Okay. There's something in this. There's something in this. Light of Corkin. These Noctic items have no connection to the League of the Infusion Heart. Why are we even mentioning that then? The Noctic items. Considerable, powerful. Okay, so I think what we need to do is we actually need to start looking at items of the that utilize the Noctic that or create a Noctic using this, whatever this creates, it should emit that and strongly of the night. So let's open that up again so I can actually look at this. So this, we have the small, we have the diamond, and we have the big circle at the top, small circle at the bottom. This one? May not be wrong. What about this one? Because this one looks like... Okay, hear me out. We're going to go look at what this stone means, because it's a striated green one. Stone of Sight, fourth eye. But this is also hot and cold, and so it almost looks like it's reversing itself. Like the opposites. Okay, let's stop just trying random things. Okay. This does goosebumps. Gives them goosebumps. It's 10. Somewhat cool, but there's not much else to it. This has just 2 really creepy eyes, apparently. Unsettling. Not particularly light giver. Same as this. This is bone. This is clay. Gold. Okay. Right. So then the question is, first of all, let's open this up so we can see what field a Noctic field does. So we'll bring this here. We'll turn this to that, and we'll bring this. I don't forgot where it was. This is way at the bottom. So it's the swirly bit. So what we need is something that does swirly bit but strong, which is not this. This one doesn't even give off a field. This one does not do swirly bit. It's neither one of those 2 things. Not this either. It's not that. I know it's not this because we've already seen the page for that. We just haven't had the opportunity to identify it. Not this. It's not the hand necklace. This one. Ah, so that's not it either. We really don't have that much to identify, do we? Is something over here playing doubles? Okay. No, it's this. I didn't have this up here with the cloak. No, it's got to be this. Oh. We're back here again. I'm disappointed. I don't think we have anything else to find on the maps. I think we've done all the things on the maps. But we can check when we're back over there. I think. Get out of here. So they want a small straight and a large straight is what it's telling me. Can I not have a son? You're the actual worst. One sun. Thank you. Get that out of here. Now I need 4 of the same. Going for a Yahtzee. Thank you, cat. We'll roll cats in honor of your amazing roll. Cat. Cat. Yes. What do you mean, what was that? I don't know what you're talking about right now. What? Huh? What? What was what? Huh? Okay, now we get to set everything back up again. Okay. Okay, maybe there's something else we need to figure out. Strength, weakness, light, darkness. We have that. The strong will be made weak and the dark will be made light. We're trying to do this right now. So this is the pillar of Kalaris that we're making. This just shows how to use the bishop square, which we've done. And there's nothing more we can do with that. Though we can keep looking for the swirly field. Maybe this goosebump one. Nope. Do we think this is it? That's really strong. Oh, it makes things dark. I thought this was the casket. Just one you're not sure about? Because this one turns things dark. This is... What else has effects on the lights here? That's a crazy thing to think about. This is the only thing that's done anything like that. Turn the light to dark. This has the right swirl. Okay. What are you not sure about, thing? Maybe we go back to the original shadow hold. No, it's still wrong. Okay, never mind. Just kidding. Okay. What are you? You're wood. You're hard and somewhat rough. Has a sharp aroma. Nothing to remark. Turns out that's just where they drank their beer. Witherance and Fortunance. Now I'm pretty sure those are correct. These are direct opposites. And it literally says weak and strong on them. What up? Can't hurt to look, I guess. Let's go see. What do we think about weakness? Give me letter tab so I can get to the letter I want. That's all I want some days. Most days. Maybe Grace. Still wrong. What do you do if I put you in front of light? Nothing. Nothing happens. Okay. No, that's a great question. It's not this. I think I checked all the things, and nothing else made the swirlies. I mean, no, that makes, because there's gold, this one makes flower petals. That one makes spirals, makes DNA. This one is the three things. Swirly but strong. That makes it swirly, but that doesn't make sense that this would be the item. That definitely doesn't seem like it'd be strong enough. It doesn't do anything to the lights. It's not that. I need to let that go. Okay, so it does seem like there are multiple things, but this also has a swirliness to it. Did I not identify this? No. That was it. Okay. Eli inspects my work. His face shows little emotion, but he seems satisfied. By now, the sun is finished setting, and only a hint of red glow afterglow remains in the darkening sky. The raven croaks his mournful cry once again, but this time there is a reply, and then another, and I look up and see several dark shapes circling above. Whew. Quickly now, they're here. What am I supposed to do? I spin around to follow Eli's gaze, and my pulse quickens as I look out across the field. A large group is walking steadily towards us. We can't see their faces at this distance in the light, but I'd be willing to bet every one of them has pools of midnight for eyes. In this sky above, the ravens continue to grow in number, and their calls and cries get louder and louder. I look down at the black object in my hands. Such a small thing, and yet its seductive power is impossible to ignore. It wants to be opened. Suddenly, it feels inevitable. But I'm not sure I want to give it to him. Wixit cord or Nalian casket. Is that what this is? Good. The wave of intoxicating power washes over me, but I hold strong against it. I hand over the casket, and together we begin activating the items arranged around the pit. Working as fast as we can, it still takes longer than we'd like, and when I look up again, the thaumaturge has fear in his eyes. We're too late. The mob is upon us. One of them grabs Eli and tries to wrestle the casket from his hands. I rush across to help him, but it's no use. They're all around us. The man tears the casket free and it clatters to the floor, skittering towards the edge of the pit before coming to rest on the precipice. A gray-haired woman stoops to pick it up, and I am surprised to find that I recognize her. It's Verona Green, the occult scholar. The mob cheers, but Verona turns towards me, and I am no longer afraid. Her eyes are ringed with darkness, but they are not black. Back from the dead. Oh, all right. I didn't know she was dead in the first place. I knew there was a suspicion that she was. She winks at me and throws the casket into the pit. At the same moment, Eli activates the light of Corkin. Time stands still, and then And then there is a rush and a roar as it as a swirling vortex of blue-green light races up out of the pit. Ah, the death stone colors. The casket is sent soaring up into the night sky where it seems to hang for a moment, turning slowly in the air until, with a shrieking, splintering crash, it shatters into 1,000 pieces, and then there is nothing but smoke and the smell of ozone, and all is quiet. Walk away from the smell of ozone. It will suffocate you. We destroyed the casket and we reached an ending. It feels like it's a good ending. It has been a few weeks since the casket was destroyed, but I am still riding high on the elation and relief from that night. Everything seemed to come together right when it needed, and somehow we avoided terrible catastrophe. Those who were under the casket spell were released almost immediately. They remember nothing from their ordeal, but there seems to be no lingering ill effects, and Dr. Robertson says they all have made a full recovery. It is rare for Eli to express much emotion, but even he congratulated me on my strength and resolve in the face of such darkness. He too felt the allure of the casket and was worried that it would overwhelm him. He told me with a hint of pride that I would make a fine thaumaturge. What of his brother? Catastrophe avoided. There's more than one ending. Okay, Eli White alive. So these are the alive people, as they should be. Bonnie is missing. After trying to murder Barton Potter, Audrey did pass away because her followers murdered her because she was running a cult. Thaddeus has passed. And Jupiter is rescued. I love that. I don't know if we could have done anything about Audrey Bell. We didn't have much choice on her. I don't know about, well, Bonnie also, she forced me to give her that one item that I didn't want to give her. So when she felt, she left. And you know what? That's okay. That's how it goes sometimes. And I'm glad Jupiter, because he was catnapped, we got him back a long time ago, and so he's very cute and happy. Oh, that was a good game. Sorry it went so long. Trying to figure out that last one. The Donkin twins. I don't know if they're twins or brothers or whatnot, but they have the same last name. Good job, music by Benjamin Young. Really good. Vocals, Ronit. I hadn't even heard the singing until today. But that was really good. Congrats, Iceberg Interactive. You made a great game. And also the localization team. Fantastic. Cool. I'm glad this made it to a bunch of different languages. More people can enjoy it. So a wild story. Oh, day 19 epilogue. We're not done yet. Everyone's going to come in and thank me. And I'm just like, I'm so tired. And would like a burger. Thank you. Oh, Tess Sherwood. My father is Southern. We're still playing? Morgan's Insanity. Okay. I guess we're not done. I really do feel like the developers definitely need props. And I guess the publishers too, because they're the ones who put it out. But the developers are the one who make it. Yeah, it is done. Yeah, we just, well, we're a pro now, so we're now looking for the opposite of Morgan's Insanity, Poison of the Mind. And it's not like we have that many items. It's not that. Hey, it's not that. That's the weather one. This is water. This is, we've had this almost since it being watched. Cut the poisonous thoughts. Okay. That's earth. This is nothing to remark. This also gives a water energy. Okay. My brain hurts. Abrasive mether. Do I have that? It's not that. I don't know. I feel like we could probably call it good there, but I'll finish the rest of this. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do another stream of this, and it's also so far past the end of stream. Normally, I should say. Okay, quit being a pansy. Just I don't know. I want to maybe I'll do another stream this week just to finish this up because I'm now mentally too exhausted to do this. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Might be a Thursday or Friday. I don't know. Could be Saturday. We'll see. We shall see. But thank you all for coming in. Thank you for the raid, Just Me. Thanks for everyone for coming and hanging out and following me. I appreciate it. This is so much fun. I'm so ready for things. So ready to move. I'm enjoying this game, but I'm also ready to move on to something else. Maybe GTA. I think I want to play GTA on here a bit. And maybe that's an every other week thing until I figure out how to get my computer to quit crashing when writing music. Anyways, y'all have a great rest of your Monday and a great rest of your week. And I will catch up with you next week or later on this week to finish this game. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Peace. Bye. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.